I'm talking stupid stuff, and oh man, I need to. I
You
was
need to
busting
what?
your chops,
Yeah, yeah. That's
right?
normal.
Well, I don't want the world to see that side of me.
Oh, what, you mean the real side, Bob?
The
The
real side,
real
the real
Bob
Bob, yeah,
Gailey?
the real Bob Gale.
Heaven forbid.
Entry music. Da, 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 da. It's the Bob and Josh show. Hey, Metacasters. So Josh and I were talking about feedback. So last episode, let me do a flashback.
Mm.
Last time on the Metacast, Josh and I had a serious conversation. This is my radio voice. A
Mm.
serious conversation around what does the future of the Metacast look like?
Does it
Listenership
even
has
exist?
does it even exist? Listenership is down. Not that we care only about it. It's that's just a metric that we care about. But we care about getting together, value of our discussions. But we were sort of talking to ourselves. It's been 14 years, and is now the time to put it in a box, or should we reframe it drastically? And we opened it up to feedback. So Josh,
Robert.
we got the IBM X3282 computer to analyze all of the raw feedback and prioritize it and evaluate it with a myriad of factors,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
right? So a lot of analysis to paralysis and then more analysis. So what did we hear, Josh? Top one thing.
Drum roll.
Oh, we need a drum roll. Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
The primary answer is less Bob.
That's not true. Shorter time frames was the answer. Shorter.
This you
We're
have
too long.
I've been lining up that joke for, let's see. We started getting feedback 2 weeks ago.
All right.
So I've
So
been
let's.
lining up that joke
All right. So play
for
with it. Shrink
30
my head.
seconds less than that.
Shrink my head.
Sh-
Shrink my head. Shrink me.
I can't. Oh, wait. Yes, I can.
Yes, you can.
There we go.
There. Less Bob.
Less Bob. Less Bob. What? And so that's been my joke I've been wanting to say for, like 10 days now. In reality, what we heard from folks is while they do like our content and we do have a lot to offer, we ramble at times. And so folks would prefer that
Yes.
we get to the
Yes,
point.
we do, Josh.
We? What do you mean we?
You said we.
I know. We tend to ramble, and therefore folks don't stick around and wait it out for us to get to the point. So the primary change for us is going to be really focusing and trying to deliver value in as few words as possible. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's not the right answer. But the counterpoint was people like the banter. So we have to find this magical balance between the banter and to the pointness, if that's a word ish. It is now. So that's the secret sauce that we're going to try and hit.
Well, we heard, and there was something like 15 to 20 minutes. So it has a duration. So maybe
Yeah.
we time box ourselves to try to, sort of start it. So let's say 20-minute metacast,
Hmm.
focused. Someone said something about inviting guests, and
Yep.
you and I resonated with that. Get another voice where we have to share and be tight and precise on the delivery. So Josh and I will look for, if anyone who's listening wants to be a guest, that that would be cool.
We have a place on our website where we can have guests apply to speak. So we'll be
Do
sharing
we?
that.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a
Oh yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
yeah.
gosh. So guests will help. But the keepers were what, Josh? The banter. There was value in the banter,
Hmm.
or allowing us to come through.
Yeah,
Um,
because if you look at all of those top tens that we're in, that's the thing that the reviewer leads with is, hey, these guys are fun. So we have to capture that while delivering the value at the
right.
same time. So that's our challenge.
I think
Another thing,
another positive was Bob's humor, Bob's jokes. We won't lose those.
Bob's accents.
They didn't want right that French.
Yeah,
I can't tell you how many listeners responded with, "Bob, you're helping us learn French. Thank you. Merci
I
beaucoup."
I can tell you how many. Zero.
0.
That's how many.
Is that after the IBM analysis?
Yeah,
Probably.
that
Yeah,
was that
yeah,
was point number one.
yep.
Uh,
You were go
the
I interrupted you, Josh, go ahead.
focus is something that came up, and
Josh,
that's
Josh,
yeah.
how's River doing? Josh.
She's good. She's sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's to me, it's a different type of focus. Yeah, yes, it's staying focused on the topic, but do we? And I really wrestled with this because of the name of our podcast. We are the Metacast, and that was created many, many years ago because Bob was metaing everything. But that really is who we've been over the past 14 years. Is we've covered a lot of things, and while we enjoy that, has that made it less consumable for our listeners because we're all over the place. So, do we focus on leadership? Um, do we focus on agile and that's it? What are the areas where we really like, when you come to a podcast, you're going to get something about this. Right now, it's a little all over the place.
It is a little all over the place. What can we select right now? Like leadership was one of the an example suggestion. Um, and it could be, agile leadership or just leadership, or some other sort of umbrella topic. Do we wanna I could buy into leadership. A lot of our topics tie back up to leadership in some way.
Yeah. I like leadership because we've said numerous times and we've lived it that the lack of good technical
Yep.
leadership is a real issue within the industry, and that's that's a challenge. Now, something that if we're talking about how broadly we can affect, is that the most broad topic that helps the most people? Because Bob and I, what, people question, hey, what's your like, why are you worried about listeners? Just make the content that you love. Yes, but what Bob and I love as much, if not more than making the content, it's helping people. So that's why the numbers are important to us, because we want to know we're helping as many people as possible. So that's the one question that I have around focusing in on leadership. But maybe I'm misinterpreting.
Would it be too hard for us to rebrand and change the name of the Metacast, Josh? Too hard or the wrong direction? Because if we're rebranding, maybe actually rebrand ourselves? Is that too heavy of a lift? Think about it. Ma
I
I
don't
mean,
I don't
yeah.
know. I'd have to look into
I
that.
mean, we could think I mean, Metacasters, we're thinking about that.
Yeah.
I like there's a lot of pros, right?
Yeah.
So leadership might be a focus area for us, and not just general leadership. So that's management, that's leadership, that's technical, that's non-technical.
Hmm.
So non-denominational leadership, that change management. There's a lot of aspects to that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Maybe I was
we can
thinking
sort of
too narrow.
muddy over that. Culture,
Yeah.
leadership and culture, something like that
Yeah.
might be a little bit broader. That the culture would give us like a lot of, tools or techniques or change, like frameworks, not development frameworks, but
Right. Right.
organizational development frameworks. All right. What else do we want to, we need to be short. When do we
Uh,
start this?
yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
timing?
So here, yeah, that's a great point. Where do we go from here? We will not be able to record next week, but that's okay, and that's actually good for us because what Bob and I are going to do is we're going to take that extra bonus week of not recording and really lock down what version 2.0 is. And then, therefore, 2 weeks from today, we are going to record the first episode of version 2. And that 2 week span will give us time to discuss, refine, figure out exactly what we want it to be, and then we're off and running.
I mean, Metacasters will like this. Josh likes this as well. What we talked about is doing more. Well, how do you be succinct? So I think our strategy, our style has always been have a high level topic, don't do any prep on it or very little prep, just
Mhm.
sort of high level spitballing prep, and then dive in and then just react. Josh keeps it tight. I have a tendency to ramble about that sometimes topically. And I think it's for me, it's because it'll help me. I think it'll help both of us to do some pre planning
Mhm.
or more planning. So this is ironic a little bit. The Agile guys are leaning into a little bit more episode
There's a
planning.
there's a lot of planning in Agile.
Yeah, that oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't yes, it's not so ironic. It's absolutely it connects. So that we can land these things, so we can stay focused. So planning will help us stay on topic, think about our stories, order our thoughts so we can come in and land. We probably need a snazzy or a jazzy entry too, Josh, don't you? We ramble on the entry sometimes.
Yeah.
So we probably need to have like a you know how we have the ending? Maybe we need like an entry shtick that we stay with.
We can have an entry shtick.
Well, no, but that keeps us on like 30 seconds. We
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
this, and then boom, we start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can sing a song. Welcome to the Metacast.
Or
Do,
we
do,
can have
do,
just
do.
insults. We can start
Welcome
with
to the
insults like,
Metacast. Yeah.
Good morning, Josh. Gosh, your head is big.
I kind of like that. I think that's a potentially great way to start the episode.
And good morning, Bob.
Oh
My
gosh.
gracious, you're an old, you're an old fogey. Thank you, Josh. That's what
I
my
like
wife said
that
to me
because
this
it
morning.
because it gives me a week to like plan that zinger.
The zinger, right?
I think I'll spend more time planning the joke than I will the content of the episode, which is
I
dangerous.
would I would go with that thought myself. So
Mm.
anything else? So we're going to take a break coming week. I have some family stuff to handle anyway, and then we'll be back the week after. What date is that, Josh? That would be Metacasters.
Today
Mark
plus
this on your
14.
yeah, but
I
that's
don't know.
B
I just do date add 14.
the third. Oh, how cool was this? It's Josh. It's
What?
Friday the
The
13th.
13th. Ah, I like
The
it.
day the world as we knew it ceased to exist.
Okay, I'm ready.
This
I'm
is
excited.
I think the universe is talking to us here, Josh.
It is.
There's something magical happening. Hey, are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right. So for beautiful downtown Cary, North Carolina,
In beautiful downtown Fuquay Arena, North Carolina.
I'm Bob Galen.
And I'm Josh Anderson.
Shake.
And bake.
Take care, y'all.